Understanding in-group bias involves recognizing our natural tendency to favor those who belong to our own group over those who do not, often leading to an us versus them mentality. This psychological phenomenon can foster a sense of unity and belonging within groups, creating strong bonds among members. However, it acts as a double-edged sword, as this same bias can also drive division between different groups, emphasizing differences rather than commonalities. Efforts to foster belonging through in-group bias can indeed strengthen our social circles, providing emotional support and a sense of identity. Yet, the challenge lies in extending our compassion and understanding beyond our immediate circle to appreciate the virtues in the other, thereby bridging the divide and promoting greater empathy among disparate groups. In-group bias subtly shapes our perceptions, often without us noticing. It acts as a lens, coloring our views of people from different groups, and can lead to prejudgments based on group affiliations. Loyalty to our group can have a double edge, serving as both a source of strength and a limitation. It binds us together but can also blind us to the value in others. The invisible walls constructed by in-group bias not only divide us but also impact society's cohesion. These barriers hinder our ability to connect with and understand those outside our circle. Understanding in-group bias is the first step toward action. By recognizing these biases, we can develop strategies to counteract them, fostering a more inclusive and empathetic society. In-group bias plays a pivotal role in reinforcing social divisions, often exacerbating conflict and misunderstanding. Overcoming it requires conscious effort to appreciate the virtues and perspectives of the other. Breaking the cycle demands fostering inclusivity, challenging the natural human inclination towards favoring our own groups. This means actively seeking to understand and appreciate the value in diverse perspectives and backgrounds. Inclusivity involves more than just tolerance. It requires genuine curiosity about others' experiences and a willingness to learn from them. By embracing diversity, we enrich our own lives and strengthen our communities. The power of perspective cannot be underestimated in combating in-group bias. Stepping into someone else's shoes and seeing the world through their eyes is a powerful antidote to prejudice. Unity in diversity is achievable through empathy, which allows us to connect with others on a deeper level. Empathy bridges the gap between different groups, fostering a sense of common humanity. The subtle influence of in-group bias affects our choices and behaviors more than we might realize. Acknowledging this can be the first step towards making more inclusive decisions, leading to a more unified society. Building bridges, not walls, represents a transformative approach to overcoming in-group bias. It emphasizes the importance of creating connections and understanding rather than fostering division and exclusivity. This path encourages open dialogue and empathy, allowing us to see the humanity in those we consider different. By prioritizing inclusivity and mutual respect, we can dismantle the invisible barriers that in-group bias erects, paving the way for a more united society. From loyalty to limitation, understanding the impact of in-group bias sheds light on how our allegiances can confine us. While loyalty fosters a sense of belonging and security, it can also blind us to the value and virtues of those outside our group. Recognizing this limitation is crucial in striving for a broader, more inclusive perspective that values diversity and the enrichment it brings to our lives. In-group bias navigates a tightrope between belonging and exclusion, subtly influencing our social landscapes. It shapes our communities, workplaces, and social circles, often without our conscious awareness. By becoming aware of this bias, we can actively work to include diverse perspectives and experiences, enriching our understanding and interactions with the world around us. The ripple effect of in-group bias on society is profound, affecting everything from social cohesion to public policy. Counteracting this bias requires concerted effort and intentionality. By fostering environments that celebrate diversity and promote understanding, we can mitigate the adverse effects of in-group bias, creating a more equitable and inclusive society. Embracing the other entails taking practical steps to mitigate in-group bias. This involves challenging our assumptions, engaging with diverse communities, and practicing empathy. By actively working to understand and appreciate the perspectives and experiences of those different from us, we can break down the barriers that in-group bias creates, fostering a more inclusive, empathetic world.